Okay, let's do it then. Today is August the 19th, 2025. Let's do a video. How am I? Hello, son. How am I? I'm okay, I'm doing good. No big news, really. I still don't know if the headphone is working. I just try to figure out, but I don't know. I have no idea. It's supposed to work, but I really don't know. So yeah, I have a million things in my head what I want to say, but to order this to sort it is a little bit difficult. I have created you playlists. Well, on the channel, I changed the name to LongDistanceDad, LDD. I think I kind of like it more. And I have created for you playlists, and I have the feeling I need to say something. In general, I want to say for this video, the thumbnail will be from a German fairy tale, the Pied Piper of Hamelin. What was it? No. The Pied Piper of Hamelin. I want to talk about well, perhaps maybe I have a summarized version. I just asked the AI DeepSeek to summarize the tale. I know the tale, you can read it on your own if you like. It's quite interesting, it's nice. I just will quick read to you, so you know what I'm talking about. The Pied Piper of Hamelin is a German folk tale popularized by the brothers Grimm and Robert Browning. The story is set in the town of Hamelin, which is overrun by rats. Desperate, the townspeople hire a mysterious piper dressed in a multicolored clothing to rid them of the rodents. The piper plays a magical tune on his flute, luring all the rats into the river, where they drown. When the townspeople refuse to pay him the promised fee, the piper seeks revenge. While the adults are in church, he plays his flute again, this time enchanting the town's children. They follow him out of Hamelin and into a mountain, where they vanish forever, except for one lame boy who couldn't keep up. That's a folk tale. In the end, it says the tale serves as a moral lesson about broken promises and consequences. Some versions suggest historical roots, possibly linked to medieval tragedies or migrants. The story remains a haunting allegory about greed and betrayal. What it didn't say is about, it says he plays his flute, a magical tune. And this is the point where I want to go, especially yeah, how to say, I mean, in because of internet and stuff like that, you know. Long story short, I don't want you to become a gullible person.
Gullible.
No? I don't want you to become a easy trusting person who just believes every bullshit. No? Because internet is full of people like the Pied Piper. No? Yeah. Well, how come? Well, I really don't want to sound too harsh or whatsoever, but the world you are living in is unfortunately is really not a perfect world. No? Actually, you or what I do is I do distinguish, because you have, I mean, first of all, you have the physical world. No? You have the nature, environment, and everything you can touch, you can experience, and yeah, there's some sort of harmony. Let's call it this way. It's not perfect. Mm, Science is dealing with that. Science is probing it and everything, but there's some sort of harmony, because yet here we are, no? But a part of the natural world, if you like, we humans, we have created ourselves different realities, no? And those realities, yeah, let's how to say it. It's so. I have created for you playlist on a channel for those are videos I believe I do agree with those videos, not with all. I made those playlists for you for the future. You can watch this if you're interested. But I don't want you to become a fanboy of whoever, or because the world is full of people who kind of try to catch you, no? Especially in internet. There's a lot of people, they have their shows, and they entertain, and they have a topic and everything, and yes, it's of course you should be a interested person who is interested in things, and to be open-minded, no? But you need to have borders, you need to have like a defense system, no? And actually, I mean, I'm not against it if you like somebody, I don't know, a celebrity, a person, you find it sympathetic, you like it, whatever, even if you become a fanboy. But what I'm talking about is, do not dissolve yourself entirely for anybody. No? If because there are many people who follow the piper blind, entirely blind, you know. Supported, of course, because of the phenomena of echo chambers and internet. So you can become very quick like a victim or something. You know, you dissolve yourself in a topic which might be wrong. You don't know. And yeah, it might be wrong, and it just drags a lot of energy and time. It's time consuming energy for you might use the time more in a better way, you know, more senseful. The internet is simply full of idiots. No? I'm not an internet expert, but what I do YouTube. No, I do not do any social platforms. I did it for a while, but honestly speaking, for me it feels too much like a waste of time, to be honest. Social platforms. And here's maybe one thing I want to tell you. If you deal with internet, computer, and all this, the entire universe somehow, you know, if you deal with that and you make money with that, that's okay somehow, you know. But there are so many people out there. They just waste the time. They just it's waste of time. No more. No, I don't know. Maybe they are bored or something. Maybe they don't know what to do, or I don't know. It is very addictive as well. If you are not careful, you can be very addicted to it very quick. You know. So what I want to say is, if you deal with internet and computer, try to make money with that. Just to waste time, wasting time is wasting time. It's you put so much effort, so much time and energy in something for I don't know. So yes, I don't do Instagram. I have a Facebook account, and I have been active there for a while, especially when I met your mom. But I just quit because it's like a never-ending story, and it's really too much time consuming. So the only thing what I do is YouTube. I just listen to podcasts, but because of that, I know I can see there are so many idiots. So many, well, actually, idiots in the best case. And here's the thing, because well, there's a lot of liar. They lie in purpose as well. Some people, because um, some people believe in something, some people believe in something, they are believers. Some people believe, for example, in a flat earth. I do not believe the earth is flat. I do believe the earth is a sphere. But maybe to stay with example, as I said, I'm watching very different podcasts. I don't know, debunking podcasts, geopolitics. I don't know. It's and you know, there are so many people you can tell them, you can prove them, no, it is like this or it is like that, but they just keep on their beliefs, they hold on their beliefs. Desperately. And they try to, well, how to say, they defend their beliefs. Sometimes they try to convince you about the belief what they have, for example, flat earth. And very quick you might find yourself in a situation where you know you are kind of arguing with people, which again is very time consuming, it costs a lot of energy for, if somebody want to believe the earth is flat, it's fine to me. Again, this is just an example, but there is a lot of examples. Some people believe the earth is flat, some people believe we have never been to the moon. There's a lot of stuff people believe systems, and they transport it out to the world through platforms like YouTube and everything. And what I just see is there's a lot of people who fell on the biggest bullshit you can imagine. Gullible people.
Gullible.
And this is what I want to point out today. Maybe one step back to those playlists I have created for you. For example, I just had recently I was very how is it in English? Well, I cannot find the word. I liked the Carl Jung, the psychologist. He is kind of well known somehow. I watched several videos on YouTube about topics like narcissism and empaths and stuff like that. You know, I was kind of, yeah, I liked it. I do appreciate it, but with time I figured out, okay, he has his flaws too, you know? And this is the thing, to create an opinion about a person, you need time, you have to at least to try to see the person as a whole entirely, you know, because what happened with platforms like YouTube and you know, you just get a fragmented view of this person, no? You I mean, you will never know. You will never know a person entirely and total, because you cannot look inside a person, no? But you can look who they are. For I cannot give you a specific example, but in mathematics, for example, there's a lot of guy, or astronomy, or there's a lot of guys that kind of say good things. I do agree, I like it. They're a very interesting person whatsoever. Also like philosophers, but as I said, I can't give you a specific example right now, but you can Google it. Maybe I will have a look. But they for example, they are geniuses in mathematics or whatever, but they hate women, or they see women as minor beings. It's just an example, but or they, on one side they are geniuses, on the other side they might be racist or something like that. So here we go. Yes, I did a little bit research. I just found some names for you, but the list is way longer. Yes, so you see what I mean.
Misogyny. Misogyny.
I realized this myself. When I was in school, you really need to be careful, because I did like those persons because they were intelligent and whatsoever. But when I find out, on the other hand, they can be racist or whatever, or they agree with slavery, or I don't know, things like that. Really crazy stuff. So that's the thing. Don't become a easy trusting person. Don't become a gullible person.
Gullible.
You can like what people do, what people say, but do not worship them. Do not lose yourself. Do not dissolve yourself in those things, in those people. You because um, there's this. There also are many people. They know they lie. No, they know they lie. They get paid to lie. Helicopter. I think there's a helicopter. And this is another story. The world is more brutal and more full of lies than you might imagine. There's this biblical sentence. It says, "You are surrounded by snakes," and this actually is true. Of course, there are friendly people and everybody, and friendly, and you have your family and your friends and everybody and your colleagues at work or whatever, but you know how to say, the world is actually way more brutal than you are used to it, maybe. People will just betray you. People will just sell you. You know, and yeah, I'm losing the track a little bit. The Pied Piper of Hamelin. Yes, so that's really my message for today. Not to become a gullible person. To prove the persons you are. Well, it's difficult right now what to say. So yeah, those playlists, what I started to do when I put a video of Carl Jung, for example. It means I like this video, I like the message, but it does not mean that I have become a fanboy of him or something. Maybe I like him a little bit more. Maybe I like him. I respect him a little bit more. Whatever, but don't lose yourself. No, be always critic, open-minded. Be open to just stay open. Don't follow anyone like an idiot. No? In the United States right now, there's Donald J. Trump, president of the United States. He is a legitimate moron. He is a narcissist. He is an idiot. Whatever. But he has this so-called MAGA movement. MAGA stays for Make America Great Again. The whole thing is just a lie, it's just a lie, but people fell for it. And they are like worshipper or something, like losing absolutely their head, following him, whatever. It was clear on the first place that he is a moron, but people fell for, I don't know, Donald J. Trump. Trump is an idiot, period. And I just simply don't want you to become one of those persons, because there's a lot of, how do I say, you need to be cautious. You need to be careful. Sometimes we just get used to the daily schedule and rhythm, and it's repetitive and everything, and the mind might just switch off, and all of a sudden you become like a sponge who kind of sucks everything what's crossing along. And there's this there's this phenomena of mass psychology as well. There are a lot of experiments about like how people get influenced by groups, by masses. It doesn't need to be mass, but even by groups. There are interesting experiments. For example, there's there's this experiment. They draw lines. They drew lines, 2 lines. One line was longer, other line was shorter. I don't know exact the details, but it goes like this more or less. The whole thing was really staged. No? It was a group of people, I don't know, 10 probants and one doctor who conducts this. But from the 10 probants, 9 were actors, something like that. And it goes like this. They were told, the question was, which line, long, short, is longer? Something like this. It goes like this. And 9 of them pointed to the shorter line, not the longer, the shorter. It was the agreement. They were actors. Of course, they pointed to the wrong line because the other one was longer. And what happened is that the 10th person, who was really a real person, what happened is many times all of a sudden it agreed. The person agreed with the other 9. Even if objectively looking it was wrong. It was a shorter line, not the longer one. So yeah, those phenomena, mass psychology, group dynamics, well, yeah. It's okay to like somebody, it's okay to be a fan of somebody, but it's just not okay if you well, as I said, if you start to losing yourself, if you just if you don't know who you are because of you follow somebody, this is not correct. I don't want you to become like this. You don't lose yourself, Aiden. No? The bitter truth is people will lie to you, people will abuse you, people will betray you. What I am trying to do is a little bit to give you advices, some set of weaponry, if you like, because especially betrayal. I have here a really annoying fly. Especially betrayal, I think this is the most painful thing, because you are not getting betrayed by a stranger, you get betrayed by somebody who is close to you, very close. Betray includes broken trust and stuff like that. So yeah, this is what I try to do, and you will have a lot of contact with internet and everything. And I really, as a takeaway, look, you need to understand internet, computer, all those things. This is virtual. This is really as nice it is or fun it makes, and it's something, but it's not the real world, really. You don't get lost in this virtual world entirely, totally. The real world is outside. But you will have a lot of contact. You will deal a lot with internet computers. So if you do, try not to waste time. No? Well, you can do social platforms or whatever, but try to monetize it. Yeah? And yet, try to keep a balance. Well, keep it equilibrated, or at least try. If you if you spend 5 hours in internet, spend 5 hours in the nature or with real people, or go out, meet people, something like that. I know it is easier said than done, but you don't lose yourself only in a phone and everything. Don't lose yourself in the virtual world. And yeah, you will watch a lot of things. You will meet a lot of people, internet and YouTube. You will see a lot of stuff. But yes, be critical. Be critical. Don't be a gullible person.
Gullible.
Be open-minded. Do not ever defend lie. If you see a lion, or if you know something is wrong, then it is wrong, period. Do not lie. Do not lie for money. This is what a lot of people get paid actually to lie, to promote a particular view, to promote a particular belief or whatever. The world is full of people like that, I tell you. Lobbying is something like that. But the internet is full of people who kind of, wow, you can find to any topic all opinions, all beliefs, all whatever. You can amplify with echo chambers, because this is how it works. And all of a sudden you become like a militant believer, and you defend something because you believe in it, or in the best case, in the worst case, you just lie. You're just shameless liar because you get paid for it, and I don't want you to be like that. So yeah, the Pied Piper of Hamelin. The Russians have a saying: "Tell me where you are from, and I tell you who you are. It's it is what I really try to tell you, to not to fall in love with a person, not to become like, not to start somebody to worship because he had a one nice video on YouTube, or maybe two, or whatsoever. Or maybe he is an expert and genius in his topic, in his profession, whatever. Yeah, great people, but you need to see the people um, as a whole, you know. As good as you can. And even then, if you really, if there's a person you really like, you really agree, and it's really, the message is very simple: do not lose yourself. And um, it's we are all on the same level, no? We are all on the same level, because uh, to have idols, yourself, you put yourself more down. This is to have idols. But no, um, we are all on the same level. No? Nobody is below another person. Never. Okay, you can, of course, you can, if you talk about other things like intelligent, if I compare myself with Albert Einstein, so of course I'm below him, no? For example, this. But the same level thing, I mean, the value, the intrinsic value of everybody, and you know, so even if you like somebody really a lot, don't put yourself down. You have really the same level with this person. Yeah, 41 minutes. Well, uh, it's not so easy for me. It's not so easy for me not to lose a track. I to do a video. I'm not doing a script or whatever. I do it really kind of spontaneous, but I try to do a little bit brain work before, at least, mm, to wrap it up somehow. Okay, son, I love you. Take care and don't lie.